It's Steedoj here again with another build video because people have begged me to put an unrealistic proportion to do Elpis, the main character. And I'm just gonna cut to the chase. I'm not gonna waste too much time. I'm just gonna show you the attributes now. And I will say now because people always seem to ask me in the comments. You are allowed to replicate the build. I mean, I wouldn't show the build publicly if you weren't allowed to use it. So feel free to put these stats on if you want, or put the moves on, or dress like him, whatever. But the main reason why his stats are like this is, one, key is like the most irrelevant stat in the game, and QQ bangs normally fix the little key you have, if it's a problem anyways. Saiyans have really low health, but I didn't want to give him too much health because I'd lose out on the damage, so I just stuck with 53. 42 stamina gives you 1 extra bar of stamina, you know, so I just thought, hey, why not have the extra bar of stamina? It really helps. I mean, I'm not going to go to 100 or those insane numbers because you get stamina broken once, and that's, I mean, now that limit bursts are in the game, I guess it's not a bad thing to have a crap ton of stamina now, but it's, I don't know, man, I don't really use limit bursts too much, so I still suffer these limitations, I guess. Now, of course, max basic attack on a Saiyan, it's extremely useful if you spam the straight Y combo and the Saiyan's YXY or triangle square triangle combo. Max basic attack is absolutely absurd on Saiyans with these stats, especially with blue and other things like the Kaba Super Soul. But I mean, you guys can think whatever you want, but I don't really use the really broken male Saiyan combos, so I barely notice. I actually forget sometimes I have 125 in basic. I only just remembered now because I was going to do this video. Otherwise I was always thinking, I don't do that much damage. Why do people say Saiyans do so much damage? 13 strike supers, because I don't want my strike supers to be absolutely non-existent. I at least want to have some strike damage. Not to mention, I don't really use too many strikes on Elpis. I just use maybe Savage Strike, Meteor Crash. That's it. I can't think of any others. I barely use strikes on this character, but I did feel like, you know, I wanted an all-round. I wanted him to use whatever move he wanted to, and at least be able to do damage with it. And 125 in Ki Blast supers, because I think Ki Blasts are generally just, I mean, Ki Blasts look way cooler than strikes in my opinion, so I was like, hey, why don't all my Ki Blasts just do high damage? This is, I mean, hey, 125, I mean, in my opinion, the best build you can make for a Saiyan is a hybrid basic attack Ki Blast build. So if you guys are gonna ask what do you think is the best build for a Saiyan, it is a basic Ki Blast hybrid. They're absolutely absurd with builds like that. But I put this much Ki Blast on Elpis. I mean, I'm kind of limiting myself again because the Ki Blasts I use are like Kamehameha, and like that's it. I'm not really doing a lot of damage. And we'll just move on to the presets now. And I always take a while to explain the presets. My first preset, it's got these moves on. Super Dragon Flight combos really well with Savage Strike. Well, not that it really combos well. It just looks really cool. That's the main reason I use it. The Super Soul time to go all out, yeah, it's a pretty basic Super Soul. You need to be on low health for it to come on, but I do kind of like it's one of those more balanced Super Souls. Not to mention I find it quite dramatic when you're on low health and you see the Super Soul come on. It gives me a rush. Not to mention, I'm sure this was the limit burst that increases Super Kamehameha damage. I never almost limit burst at all, but if I'm fighting someone who is reserving their health quite a bit, for example, maybe like someone who is really like they're trying to keep their health as high as possible, when I do stamina break them, I do just limit burst into a Super Kamehameha that like almost kills them instantly because this game is really balanced. This is my just full-on basic attack preset. There's not much behind it. It's really just Future Super Saiyan, Kaba Super Soul, basic attack Super Soul, win the fight in about 3 seconds. There's not much special to it at all. I have some strikes on it and Ki Blasts to at least keep some variety going on, but the main gist of this preset is just to beat your enemy to death, essentially. These are just all like really basic presets. Like Elpis isn't really, he's not really made for PvP, or at least that's not the way I play him. I play him really laid back. I mean, I'm sure you'll see it in the clips that follow soon after this. But he's got a lot of presets where, you know, he just has any kind of move on. For example, Meteor Crash on this one, Shock God Flash. Not really moves you'd put on when you go into ranked, especially. This preset is literally just a Kaioken blue preset. That's why it's got Kaioken ×4, Kamehameha, as well as Kaioken Assault. I could have put Kaioken times 20 Kamehameha on, but I need at least one ultimate that works. So, because Kaioken times 4 Kamehameha, yeah, it does do quite a bit of damage, but I don't think the damage is worth it if you are just doing the first portion of it. I mean, yeah, it's just kind of like annoying if you just do the first part and not go into the second part. It's just more of annoying rather than actually like a threat. And I didn't put Kaioken times 20 on because that usually like misses, because perfect netcode, yada yada yada. This is like one of my only Super Saiyan presets. Focus Flash is an amazing move. You can use, you guys will see it in the recordings again. You can use Focus Flash straight after a stamina break. If you stamina break someone, you could just use Focus Flash right there. And because it's a Ki Blast at point blank, because for people who don't know, Ki Blasts, moves that work like Beam Ki Blasts, or Ki Blasts that hit continually, like Focus Flash, you know, those ones do extreme damage at point blank range, or the closer you are to someone, the more damage they do. Whereas Ki Blasts like Death Beam and Perfect Shot, they do the same damage no matter the range, so it doesn't matter. But Focus Flash at point blank is nasty. That takes away so much health. So just stamina break someone into Focus Flash, get a decent knockback, maybe do like a knockdown Savage Strike after that. It's a really nice way to start a stamina break combo of good damage. And the last preset is more of a... I do plan on updating this preset in future, which is why you see Riot Javelin on it. But it was supposed to be like my low health comeback preset, which is why I have 17 Super Soul on, because, you know, I'm only going to get serious if you can actually get my health that low to begin with. But essentially the main plan of this preset is, if my enemy gets me on low health, that's when they truly get to fight me, because I've got the 17 Super Soul, which stops me from using abilities. I mean, to be fair, Frieza's one might be better, the offer's expired for that, but I just like 17's more. Not to mention it's got that annoying ass super armor. So hey, if you are fighting someone cheap, and you don't have your abilities at the start, that kind of does suck. So the super armor limit burst is kind of essential in case if you do run into some nonsense like that. But that should be it for all of the builds. I'm not gonna waste too much time because I talk so much at the beginning. But hey, I did put a disclaimer, so if you want to jump straight into the fight, you can just watch the fight straight away. You don't have to, you know, you didn't have to watch me talk for so long. But without further ado, I will see you guys in the last fight for more information. But yeah, just enjoy the fights, I guess. See ya.
に